This is a tutorial to answer a question posed by JLPrice85 in the NewTek LightWave forum. The link to the post is in the description. JLPrice85 wanted to know how to rotate an object so that it was in alignment with an object that rested at an arbitrary angle. The tools we will be using to solve the problem posed will be Modeler's Align and Axis Translate tools. So from a fresh scene, we'll start by building the rod object we want to rotate and a box object that will act as the arbitrary angle that we wish to align our rod object to. So, let's start by constructing the rod object. We'll select the disk tool and then in the right viewport create a 2D circular disk by holding down the Control key to constrain the proportions while dragging out the disk shape. Once done in the right viewport, we'll move over to the top viewport and extrude the disk to the length of 4 meters. And then press Enter to commit. We then center the rod by pressing F2. Now we'll construct our box, which we'll use to represent the arbitrary angle we want to align the rod to. With the box constructed, we'll rotate it and position it so that it's off axis. So now we have our objects. What we now need to do is get the length of the rod to lie in the same direction as the length of this edge of the box. And by using Modeler's Align and Axis Translate tools, we'll be able to do exactly that. So, using the Align tool, we want the center of the rod's disk face as indicated by its normal to be flat against the center of this polygon face of the box. This will rotate the rod into the required orientation, but in the wrong place. But that's alright, because at this stage we're more concerned with getting the rod's orientation correct. When the time comes, we'll use the Axis Translate tool to position the rod where we want it. So with the rod selected, we go to Modify, Translate, Align, and select Align. When using this Align tool, you need to select a particular spot on the geometry that will align with the chosen spot of the other object. The places you can choose are indicated by X, Y, and Z axis on the object as you move the mouse close to the selectable points. Selectable points are a vertex, the center of a polygon face, or the center of a polygon edge. In our case, we want the center of the rod's disk polygon face. So let's select that by left clicking it. And then going over to the box face that we want to align to and selecting the center polygon face that we're interested in. The rod is now in the correct orientation. Now we need to move the rod into the correct position with the Axis Translate tool. So, with the rod selected, we select the Axis Translate tool by going to Modify, Translate, Axis Translate, and selecting it. We then select this center of the rod's disk polygon by left clicking it and dragging a line to where we want the rod to go to. We see a preview of how it looks before we commit to it. When we're happy, we release the mouse button and press enter to commit. If we go into wireframe mode, we can see that the edge of the box runs through the center of the rod, just as we wanted. So now we can get rid of the box, leaving our rod rotated and positioned at an arbitrary axis. If you need to reposition the rod along its length, the Axis Translate tool will allow you to accomplish that quite easily. First, select the object you want to affect. Then select Axis Translate. Select a starting point on an edge running the length of the rod and drag a line along that edge that has the same length that matches the amount you wish to move the rod to. The starting point will move to the endpoint on release. Press enter to commit. So by using the Align and Axis Translate tool, you can rotate and align geometry to an arbitrary angle with LightWave's native tools. No plugins required. I hope this video has proven useful, and if it has, a like would be very much appreciated. And if you'd like to leave a comment, then I'd appreciate that too. And until next time, thanks for watching.